Plaintiffs Robert and Teresa Lawton are suing their niece for unpaid loans. The Lawtons say they took the defendant into their home because they're good Christians, but she stole Robert's prescription pills and lied about being in contact with her abusive ex-boyfriend. Defendant Crystal Wade says the plaintiffs are not as Christian as they say they are because they were both still married when they started dating. And Crystal claims Robert pulled a gun on her when she came home late one night. Crystal's countersuing for harassment.
All right, the plaintiffs are suing their niece for unpaid loans. She is countersuing her aunt and uncle for harassment. Who wants to speak, Robert or Teresa?
Ma'am, I'll start out.
You'll start?
Yes,
Go ahead. State your case.
Back in March of 2008, my brother passed away. I traveled from Michigan down to South Carolina to lay him to rest. That is the first time that I came to know my niece, Crystal.
That's the first time you met her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
After we laid my brother to rest, I returned back to Michigan. And it wasn't until January of 2009 when I heard from Crystal again. She called me. She was crying. She was hysterical. She told me her boyfriend in Georgia was beating her and that she feared for her life.
I didn't call you crying hysterical either. I had lost my job. I needed help. And I asked you because you're my uncle.
But you never met him.
No.
Why did you ever meet him?
This is an opportunity to meet my uncle.
An opportunity to meet him?
Yes.
How about for 26 years before an opportunity to meet him?
I didn't know of him until I met my father. I didn't meet my father until I was 15.
Really? Who raised you?
My grandmother and my mother.
So then, did your father have another family, a wife?
He had a wife, yes.
And other children?
Yes.
Okay, now it makes a little more sense. Go ahead.
All right, ma'am. After she called me and being a good Christian, I talked to my wife and I said, why don't we bring her up here and try to give her a fresh start on life?
Why are you
Good
laughing?
Christians. Okay.
Why is that funny?
All right.
Why is
They're
that funny?
hypocrites, Your Honor. They are hypocrites.
Why?
They were having an affair whenever I first met them. Neither one of them were legally divorced.
That's not true.
Were you each
Yes, it
married
is
to someone
true.
else?
He was legally separated from his wife and in the state
But
of
not
Michigan.
divorced yet.
In the state of Michigan.
What'd you do? Check the county clerk's records? How do you know this?
She told me.
She shared this
Yes.
information with you. All right, so whatever. Go ahead.
At that time, after buying Crystal a bus ticket and getting her on a bus coming up to Michigan, at that time, my other niece informed me that Crystal had a problem doing meth. She had a problem with...
I was never on any drugs.
She told me that she had a problem with the drinking, the meth, doing weed.
You drink?
I drink occasionally.
Okay, you did do weed
No.
occasionally?
No.
Never?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
Go ahead.
We decided to give her a fresh start. It was all hearsay from my other niece. I was going to go with that. I was going to bring her up here. She arrived at our home. We sat her
So
down.
you don't even know her and you say, okay, I'll get you a bus ticket, come live with us. But that was nice of them.
Yes, it was. And I
Good.
appreciate
Stop it
everything
there.
they did.
She thanked you.
Man, we sat her down at the dinner table that evening. She got there and we laid down the rules. We told her no drugs, no heavy drinking. Be careful what you do on the computer because we, every other weekend, have 3 children that come to stay with us. And we laid down the rules. We also had her sign an agreement that as long as she kept up on her child support and sending the payments down to Georgia, she could live without paying rent.
You were paying child support, Crystal?
Yes.
To whom?
My children's fathers.
How
which
many
I still
children do
pay.
you have?
I have 2 children.
2 children. How old are they?
My son is 8. My daughter is 6.
Okay. And why don't you have custody of those kids?
I went through a bad divorce.
Don't you think it's a little unusual for a mother not to have custody of her own children?
Everybody thinks that. I'm not a bad mother. I didn't lose my kids to the state. It was
No,
an
you
unfit
lost your
home.
kids because some judge felt they were better off with their father than their mother. And
Because I
that's
didn't
2
have my own
different
place.
fathers.
I didn't have my own home at the time.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Robert.
Ma'am, it was a few days after that I was showing my medication pill box. I take medication for post-traumatic stress disorder because I'm a combat military veteran.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Without the medication, I've become very unstable.
Yes, that's why he pulled a gun on me when I came in the house one night. I was coming home from work. I unlocked the front door. When I walked in the front door in the foyer, he was standing there with the gun. He said, I didn't know who it was. He's got a safe in his room full of guns.
Yes, ma'am, I do. And they're all legal, ma'am.
You know, it's Second Amendment. United States Supreme Court has said people have the right to bear arms.
But as unstable as he is?
Well, you know what? If someone gave him a permit, it's not up to you and me, and I'm not sure you especially, to decide whether or not he should have a gun. Okay.
But ma'am, once I saw the medication was missing, I felt that Crystal may have taken it because I know that my wife is aware of my situation.
What medication are we talking about?
We're talking about Depakote, ma'am.
What is Depakote?
Depakote is a mood stabilizer, ma'am. What it does is it keeps me calm so I don't respond to loud noises and all that, such as I experienced when I was in combat.
You know what's so amazing to me is so many people come back from combat duty. And, it's hard to reintegrate. It really is. I mean, we certainly owe you a debt of gratitude. You haven't been in any trouble, have you?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good for you. You haven't had a problem. You got a wife you love. Good for you. All right. So what's the Depakote got to do with this?
Yeah. When I saw the pills were missing, I asked Crystal about them, and of course she denied it. At that time, I called the police to the house to report the medication had been stolen. I have a police report if you'd like to see it.
Yeah. All right, did you take his Depakote,
No,
Crystal?
I did not.
No? All right, when I arrived, entire bottle, 15 pills missing, entire bottle, 60 pills, and then 15 from another bottle missing. Why are pills all of a sudden disappearing from his house?
I don't know why they're
Did
disappearing
anything
from
else
his house.
disappear, like a gun?
No, ma'am.
He had just claimed.
Anything
He had
of
just
value?
claimed
What?
a couple of days before then. He had just claimed a couple of days before then he couldn't find a bottle of his medicine.
That's incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. It is true because y'all were asking me about it.
That was that night with the Depakote.
Yeah, they're
asked
asking
me
you for
another
a
time.
reason. I don't think that's a good defense. You just buttress their case.
He went to my job and asked a coworker. I got a nerve pill from a coworker of mine.
You got a nerve pill from a
Yes,
coworker?
I did. My nerves were very upset that day. This wasn't the same day. But the reason why they think I took his medication is because it was the same kind of medicine that he had. But he came up to my job and questioned my coworker.
Don't you think it's interesting that the same kind of pill that he's alleging you stole, you admit to borrowing from a friend at work? Does a friend at work say she did it, that she gave it to her?
If I
have a
stole it
statement here
from my
her
uncle,
boss that
Boy, you're prepared. Let's
Yes,
see.
if I
ma'am.
stole it from my boss, why would I look it up on WebMD to find out what it was?
'Cause
When
you're
it
a
says it on the
junkie?
label. I'm not a junkie.
Ma'am,
I am not a junkie.
One day she'd been caught by her uncle, Robert Lawton, stealing his prescription medicine, telling him the pills that were in question came from an employee who works. Oh, that's why she admits that she got it from a co-employee, because she was in possession of those pills.
absolutely. They were in
That
her
explains
room.
the
They
employee.
were not in my room.
Here is the employee was asked whether or not she did give any type of pills to Crystal, and the employee said absolutely not. Now you're saying your coworker who gave you a pill is lying to her boss too.
Yes, she texted me the next day and told me she
got
was
the text?
sorry for lying. No, I don't. It was on another phone.
What else?
It was really in March of 2009. She told me and my wife that she could no longer live with us, that she was going to move with her boyfriend there in Michigan. At that
I
time,
told you I was going back to Georgia because it wasn't working out. You guys were.
What did they do that was so horrible to you?
One minute
took
they
you
would
in,
be
they didn't
nice,
even
and the
know
next
you.
minute they would accuse me of stealing something that I didn't take.
But Crystal, let me ask you something. Don't you think it's unusual to be in possession of the very pills that he's...
I didn't have them
Lost.
in my possession.
But you admitted that you took the very same types of pills.
I took one from a coworker.
You went on WebMD to find out what the pill was.
Because I didn't know what she gave me. I didn't know what it would do. I was making sure it was what she said
And
it
yet the
was.
same person denies she gave it to you.
Because she didn't want to get fired. She didn't want to lose her job.
Actually, when she's saying that she looked it up on WebMD, after my children leave to go back to their father's home, I go up and check the history of the computer to make sure that they're not going places that they shouldn't be. And this was approximately 3 weeks before the pills were missing, that she had looked up 2 of my husband's medications.
Yeah, to see if she wanted to take them. I get
Correct.
it. Now, what are you suing her for?
I used to be on for my nerves.
So what'd you
Yes, I
need
did.
to look up the stuff for if you already knew that you were on them before for your nerves?
One of them I wasn't
What are you
on.
suing her for?
I was suing for $1,600, and I have a list of it, the items in which we loaned Crystal the money and bought things for her, man.
Did you borrow money from them, Crystal?
The only money I can see paying them back is $112 for the bus ticket, which actually it'll be $200 because he sent me the whole amount of $200 Western Union for the bus ticket and money to eat on and so forth.
All right,
on
she
my way
admits
up there.
200. All right, but then you didn't borrow money for clothes, chiropractic.
They bought them for me. I never agreed to pay anything back. That
So
they
you
bought
say
for
it's
me.
a gift.
Right. Well, she.
All right,
she
what
said it
do you
before.
have? A proof
Ma'am,
that they...
Ma'am, the last thing I have here is the agreement she signed just for leaving out, it's for $1,050.
What agreement?
It's for $1,050. It's missing the rest of it that takes it up to $1,600 due to the fact that we didn't keep track of that at the time, ma'am.
What agreement are you talking about?
Oh, Crystal, okay, this says we love you very much, but you need to find a life. Show these signatures to Crystal. See if they're her signatures.
If you would like receipts for some of the things, ma'am, we do have them.
No,
That's not your signature?
I've never seen these papers before.
Is that your signature?
No, it's not.
Good. Hand it up. We have a handwriting
Yes, we do, Your
analysis.
Honor.
Let's do it. All right, Crystal, talk to me. What do you want to say? You don't owe them the money.
No,
And
I
you're
can see
suing them
paying
for harassment.
Yes, she has texted my phone harassing me saying she wanted the money. I have the text right
Let's
here.
see the text. Okay. I'd like to see that. Did you harass her, Teresa?
I got pretty heated with her, but I've only texted her twice to try to get
There's
some
6
money.
or 7 on there, Your Honor, and I have them on
You
my
owe
cell
me
phone
money.
as well.
How dare you? Bet my love. We brought you into our home. I think that you got a pill problem. I think that's probably the reason you don't have your kids. I think you're ungrateful. I think this guy took you in. He didn't even know you. And he brought you into his home with his girlfriend, his wife, whatever she is. That's none of your business because you know what? That's the pot calling the kettle black. Now, here's the other thing. I got something for $1,600 for an unpaid loan that you deny signing.
I've never seen the papers
Okay. You absolutely signed that promissory note. You owe them the money. You're an ungrateful niece. Get on with your life. Verdict for $10.50 for the plaintiff. So ordered. And countersuit denied.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to speak to you guys again.
Okay.
I don't want to see you.
That's fine, but the whole reason we're doing this is not for the money, Crystal.
Yes, you are.
No, it's for the principal.
You're
need
gold
to be taught a
digging.
lesson.
You'll always be my niece. Always love you. You're welcome in my home, but you'll never live under my roof again.
I don't want to.
God bless you.